Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. These messages will be for February 8th through the 14th. I'm sorry, the 15th. February 8th to the February 15th. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and for Venus. It is general. It won't resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If you do feel so inclined to check out your other signs, that's cool too. This will be in the area of love for Virgo. Something slow, Virgo. It's like a cat purring. You do seem to have a bit of a playful energy, Virgo. I love it. What do they say? Don't take life too seriously. No one gets out alive. Maybe, yeah. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, February 8th to the 15th. Okay, general message is not going to resonate with everyone, so keep that in mind. Also, you can take the energies and put them where you feel they belong. I'm reading from the perspective of Virgo, okay, but energies are interchangeable and also fluid. So here we go. Let's see what's going on with a Virgo. A lot of you have a lot of energy being worked out or needing to be worked out in your sort of sacral area. Some of you may be getting very intimately massaged or be dreaming of that, wanting that, craving that. So let's see what's going on in the area of love for you and the person that you are interested in, Virgo. Two of Wands, the first card out. The Strength card. Ten of Cups in reverse. Ooh. Excuse me. Ten of Swords in reverse. Knight of Coins in reverse. And the Seven of Coins. Overall, see which overall energy is, Virgo. Justice in the reverse position. All right. So overall, there does seem to be some imbalance with you. This is to be expected, especially with what I saw first coming out for you before we even pulled cards, and that is some things going on with the sacral that need to be worked out, need to be worked through, okay? There does seem to be some level of intimacy and it wants to come out sentient, but it's also trying to come out sentimental, but it really looks more like sensuality, but it's wanting to come out sentimental for some reason and sentient being, okay? So some of you may be feeling a little more feels than normal, and that's okay. But I feel like with this Justice card in the reverse position, either you're not being honest with yourself or you're not being honest with someone, or they're not being honest with you. Overall, there does seem to be some injustices happening, whether you're doing them to yourself or they're being done from another. That will be for you to decide and interpret, as this is a very general message, okay? The Two of Wands, okay? We are wanting definitely, this is usually, especially in the area of love, wanting some form of monogamous relationship, just you and me, two against the world type of energy, but also it needs to be very balanced. You see this sort of mirror image happening, okay? You may be seeking a very strong connection, okay? You may be feeling even a very strong connection that seemingly sought you out as well, Virgo, okay? There is Leo energy here and Libra energy. I really don't like to call that out, but y'all like it, so there you go. There is a sense of going into the unknown. I do feel a little bit of fear. It's almost like too good to be true. There's a bit of heaviness in the solar plexus area, a bit of uneasy feelings going on there. I feel like you can't necessarily trust this energy. I would definitely go with your gut, all right? I just thought of something that I kind of don't. It's like, when you need release, I'm trying to keep it YouTube friendly. When you need a release on a very passionate activity level, there are things sometimes that you're willing to ignore, signs, red flags, whatever. There are things that you're willing to ignore, or even loops and hoops that you're willing to jump through or forgive or something like that, because you feel like you want those needs met. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting with this, at least as you or another feels it, because below that Two of Wands, right above that Two of Wands, you've got the Justice in the reverse, and right below that Two of Wands, you've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. So there's definitely some deception and dishonesty that's happening within this connection, but it does nonetheless seem to be a strong connection, or you feel very strongly about it. With the Knight of Coins in the reverse position, followed by the Seven of Coins, someone feels like they're giving a lot to this situation, like they're putting a lot of weight on this situation, holding a lot of stock into the situation, investing a lot of time, money, emotions, whatever it may be, and it's happening almost all too fast. So let's dive into this and get some clarification here. Okay, the Star card in the reverse position, the King of Cups in the reverse position, Seven of Swords, telling you there's a lot of deceit, deception, dishonesty, backstabbing, and just outright lies and injustice happening within this read. Now, whether that's you with them, you with yourself, or them with you remains to be seen. Okay, but the Star card in this, in the reverse, it's someone feels very hopeless here about this being just you and me. Someone definitely feels like they're being lied to, or this is too good to be true. Okay, there's some emotional manipulation happening around this strength. So part of the reason some of you may feel like the connection is so strong, it may be the fact that this person just has all the right things. They know all the right things to say, all the right moves to make. This could even be someone from the past, as we're looking at this Seven of Swords here over this Ten of Cups, that kind of knows your body well, knows your emotional state well, knows the things to say that will trigger you in this way or that, knows the places to touch you that will get a reaction, or even the best reaction or whatever. You know, you could have someone just pushing your buttons, trying to, it's kind of got that bit of a reverse psychology feel to it. So again, it does feel quite a bit deceptive here, especially with the Seven of Swords here over that Ten of Cups. It's like you need to follow your gut. You really need to follow your gut. There's a reason you're having that uneasy feeling in the pit of your stomach. There's a reason things feel like they're moving a little bit too fast. There's a reason things feel like the bottom's about to drop out. It may not necessarily be that drastic, that dramatic, but it is the case that there is something there I feel like you need to stop and look at, okay? With the Six of Pentacles in the reverse position over the Ten of Swords in the reverse position, this is why I say it may be someone from the past, because this does seem to be somewhat of a cyclical nature. Round and round we go, this sort of revolving door. Now, the Ten of Swords in the reverse position can often be something that is going ahead to end out, but I feel like this is still not something solid, right? Like maybe you've been trying to end this out, or trying to rack your brain how you're going to go about it, how you're going to approach it. Whatever this is for you, there does seem to be a very clear understanding that either you're not giving your all to the situation, they're not giving their all to the situation, and maybe they are giving their all, it's just simply not enough for you. Whatever this is, it's not an even exchange, it's not equal. So especially coming through this line here, someone feels like I've been 100% honest with you and you've never been honest with me. Now, whether that's the case or not, I don't know, but this is going on the feelings based around this. This is as one feels it, not necessarily as it is in reality. And then again, what is reality, right? All perception. We could all experience the same thing at the same moment and each take it in a different way and have a different perception of it, okay? With the Eight of Cups in the reverse position and that Nine of Coins in the reverse position, again, this is why I say this is something that you've been dealing with, someone from the past, because it feels like you've been trying to walk away from this. You've been trying to cleanse yourself of this. Possibly they've been trying to walk away from it. It's not working. It just feels like every time we give it a go, it doesn't work, or it always works out the same way. And I feel like for whatever reason, someone has it in their head, like I'm going to give it this one last chance. Like I really just don't want to walk away yet. Okay. Six of Swords in the reverse position over this Seven of Coins. Again, this is why I feel like someone is trying to give it another chance, another shot, especially coming up on Valentine's Day. You know how it goes, you know. It's just one night. Oh, I'm gonna rekindle that romance. I mean, take it for what it is and do you, boo-boo. But remember, you've been here before, and it always seems to work out the same, okay? Now, especially with that Six of Swords in the reverse position, I do feel like someone is honestly and genuinely trying to work through this space to invest more time and get a better outcome. Now, some people get stuck in their ways. It is what it is. I do want it to be clear that it is emotionally manipulative. It is manipulative on a level, but this is not a reading like someone's just telling you what they need to tell you to get you in bed. It is more like two people just kind of not being honest with themselves and not looking at the patterns and the reality of the situation, which is a little bit, if not a lot of bit, toxic, okay? With the Justice in the reverse position, you've got the Hierophant coming over there, okay? So again, if this was or is a committed relationship, like a marriage or anything long-term or very committed monogamously or not, however whatever your agreement is, there's some lies and some injustice and some imbalance here, okay? Yeah, there's a lot of fear coming in, and I even think I used the word fear in the beginning of the read. For both of you, yeah, there's fear of change, okay? And that's why these two people are caught in this cycle. These two people, let me just say this, it does look like we're dealing with someone that's have a long history together and may make the best of friends, but it has to be able to be allowed to get to that point, to get to that space of healing, to let that time pass, to give that space, and most of all, honesty and respect. There is some respect issues here, okay? So your advice is playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer, okay? So like I said, there does need to be some healing here. And also, like I said, it's not necessarily manipulative to the point where someone's just trying to get you in bed. And it's not even necessarily a bad thing if you do end up, kind of going that route with this person, but just understand it for what it is and try not to get so immersed in that energy that you're really let down or even set back when it tends to take the same turns as it took before. Excuse me. All right, let's get one card from here. Okay, a lot of trust issues. This actually fell in the reverse right over that Justice and that Hierophant card, okay? There is a lot of trust issues there, and rightfully so, because there's been a lot of lies, a lot of injustice, even a lot of it's not an outright lie if I just don't say anything, omission kind of a deal. So there is that as well, but you're gonna have to learn how to trust yourself and trust your gut and your instinct overall. Remember, that was in the first row, okay, Virgo? Chance, okay? There needs to be a chance taken on the change. I feel like some of you are just stuck in a rut. Look, chance and gamble. It's up to you if you want to go back into this. There's nothing right or wrong about it. There's no right or wrong answers. This is your path. Understand it for what it is. It is a gamble and is a chance. And from this particular energy and reading alone, I don't feel like there's been enough time passed for this to work out long term. You could have a short term sort of a great night together, but there would have to be a lot of maturity that would go into that. There would have to be a lot of detachment that would make that work when it is time to part. Because there would be a lot of jealousy, possibly, very possibly, in this particular energies, okay? In these particular energies, okay? Your contradictions and complexities are interesting, all right? So again, I feel like the attraction here is like the challenge. Like this person almost has like a really kind of cocky, arrogant feel, but not in a bad way. It's actually like almost part of their charm, and it's like it's played out. Like enough of that is enough of that. The challenge and the chase maybe used to turn you on at some point, and maybe parts of it still do, but there's no break time. It's like it never progresses past that. Like it's still all a game, you know, is kind of how it's wanting to come through. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, I normally don't read this deck in reverse, but this card did come in reverse. Again, you're getting that very cyclical nature, those patterns and cycles just continuing to repeat themselves, and getting the karma that you asked for when maybe you didn't realize that you asked for it. Okay, so let's end it there. I love you so much, Virgo. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to connect, and I will see you next time.